Hello, welcome to a tutorial on how to get started in Dead Rails. The first thing you should do is try go for this gold bar, because at the start of the game only one of these spawns, and if you sell it you can get $50. If there are other people in the lobby, there will still only be one gold bar, so make sure to get there quick. If you get the $50, I recommend buying a revolver and 50 ammo. After you buy that, if there is other people in the lobby, you could ask them to buy coal for the train, because it will be useful later, and with the $20 you have left you can buy coal as well. Once you have your coal, you want to go fuel it in the train right here. And then you want to go get these newspapers and store them in your sack. These will be useful later. By now it should be around 8 AM on your clock, and this is when you want to start to go, before 12 AM preferably. If your fuel starts to run out, you can use the newspapers from your sack. If you ever come across a house, it would be useful to stop at it and grab loot. For example, this house or any of those two. Another useful tip is every 10,000 kilometers you will get a city like the one that we started at, and that will be useful so you can restock on everything you need. If you kill zombies or horses or anything, you can use them for fuel. At nighttime you never want to stop so the zombies don't catch you, and then you can get a successful run. Now my personal best is around 40,000, and apparently there's a castle that spawns there, so I don't really know what happens past 40,000, but for the basics this should be fun. Make sure to sell stuff as well as keep some items for fuel, and you can also kill zombies through walls if you either shoot them or hit them with your tool, which will be in your second slot. It's really useful. If you end up getting a gun, it's also useful to keep it loaded at all times. See, I only have 4 bullets here, so next stop I'm going to get to sell some items and get more ammo. There won't be coal at every stop, but there is coal at the second stop at least. Second stop including the starting area as a stop. Another useful tip is if you get an item, you can drag it and you can weld it. So if you get bandages, you can weld them to the floor. And if you ever end up getting a bandage and someone dies on your team, you can revive them at any time. Just make sure you don't die as well. Nothing really much happens until the 10,000 mark again, so I'm just going to skip to that part. See you then. Welcome back. It is just the dawn and it is still night, but I made it to the second area. As you can see, you should be safe here during the night, as there is automatic machine guns that kill any mobs around the city, especially ones like werewolves that are extremely dangerous if early game. When you get to the city, you want to sell all your valuable items and buy some extra bandages or coal or whatever you need. This bit's really up to you, so I'm gonna skip to when I'm done buying everything. See, I'm done buying everything, and I bought a bandage, coal, and I'm going to save up for ammo in my revolver since I have no ammo left. But for now, I'm just gonna loot some small houses. If you ever see a werewolf like this, it's important not to try and attack it unless you have more than 2 people, or at least 2 people to help you. Otherwise it will literally 2-shot you. I recommend using a gun for killing werewolves, as it's easier and you can do it from range. At this point in the run, around 15,000 kilometers, you should see some cowboys and they will have guns, so it's important not to fight them unless you're really low on fuel and you have decent enough items such as guns or a couple other teammates to help you. Every now and then you might see a city like this that's broken down or has a lot of towns. If you want to, you can loot them, but just know that it's extremely dangerous and I would not recommend it. And at this point in the run, I'm going to die because I have ran out of items. But that's the basics of dead rails. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.